Alright students, in this session we are going to start the concept of position vector. Position vector is very important, and the concept of position vector always checked in the question of vectors when you are attempting your past papers. Alright, so to explain position vector, I have take the picture from the book. If I'm talking about the coordinates of P, right? So if I ask you what are the coordinates of P, so I hope that all of you can answer easily that the coordinates are 3 and 2, right? These are the coordinates of P. But the question arises that these coordinates are with respect to the origin, right? So in terms of vector, I'm saying that it's a vector OP, and the coordinates are, or the position on the x-axis is 3 and the position on the y-axis is 2, right? And you can easily observe it on the grid as well. So that is your vector OP. On the x-axis it has 3 units, on the y-axis it has 2 units. In terms of I and j, I can write in this form: OP is equals to 3i plus 2j. Alright, we know very well that I represents the position on the x-axis and j represents the position on the y-axis. So that's how you can describe any vector with respect to the position of this vector. And we had discussed in vector addition that OA plus AB, if you need to add these two vectors, so the condition is what? That these two must be same. And if they are same, so the answer is OP, right? If you arrange this equation, and let's suppose I'm shifting OA on the right side, so it will be OB minus OA is equals to, we have AB here, right? From the same equation, I just shift OA on the right side, so it will be negative O, and the leftover part is AB. For subtraction of vectors, keep in mind that if these two variables are same, so the vector will be reciprocate of this one in the reverse order, right? OB minus OA, O and O are same, so the vector is AB, the reverse order of BA, it's AB. Alright, so for addition these two must be same, and for subtraction these two must be same. So these are the important things that you need to learn, you need to memorize, because you are going to use it very oftenly in the upcoming questions. Now we are going to start exercise 13.2. Alright, it says find AB in the form of AI plus BJ for each of the following. So starting with the part A here, the coordinates of A is 4, 7 and B is 3, 4, right? We need to find AB. Basically the point A 4, 7 is with respect to origin. So we can say that OA is equals to 4i plus 7j, or OA is equals to 4 and 7, right? Similarly, OB is equals to 3 and 4. We need to find AB, and I discussed previously, to find AB is equals to OB minus OA. We are going to apply the same. So AB is equals to OB minus OA, and OB is what? OB is given, it's 3 and 4, minus OA is what? It's 4 and 7. If you subtract these two, 3 minus 4, it's minus 1, 4 minus 7, it's minus 3. So that is your vector AB. And in terms of I and j, we can say that AB is equals to minus I minus 3j. That is your answer. Alright class, so you need to attempt all the parts here, and for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts you have a time of let's suppose 8 minutes. Alright, so start. Alright class, done. Now I am pasting answers here. So you can verify your answers. The answer for A is what I have done here, and you can verify all the other answers. Let's suppose I'm going to attempt one more part. Let's suppose I'm attempting part A. So OA we have it's 7 and 0. OB we have, oh no, it's the answer. OA we have, alright, I'm writing this 7 0, and OB it's -5 and 3. We need to find AB, which we know AB is equals to OB minus OA. OB is what? -5 and 3, and OA is what? It's 7 and 0. So -5 plus 7, it's 2I, and 3 minus 0, it's 3J. Alright. -5 minus 7, it's -12. -12I plus 3J, and that is the same answer, right? So I hope that it's an easy question and all of you had attempted all the parts very easily, and you can verify your answer from the book I'm marking scheme. So I hope that there is no confusion in this question number 1. After question number 1, moving on to the next one, it's question number 2, and there are 3 parts, right? O is the origin, P is the point 1,5, that means it's the position vector OP, and the value is I plus 5J. PQ is given, find OQ. So you need to apply the same working formula, that is PQ is equals to OQ minus OP. Place the values and you can easily find out the vector OQ. For part, alright, let me complete the first part and then I will tell you the attempt part B and C. So OQ is what we are looking for. OP it's 1 and 5, and PQ it's 3 and 5. When you shift it on the left side, it will be 3 5, negative will be positive, and it's 1 5 equals to OQ. Alright, 3 plus 1 4, and 5 plus 5 it's 10. So 4 10 are basically the position of vector Q. Alright, with the same approach you need to attempt part B and C, and you need to write down the solution of A in your copy and attempt part B and C. For these 3 parts you have a time of 5 minutes to start. Alright class, I hope that you had done your part B and C, and you can verify your answers here. For part A we had get the 4 and 10 exactly same, and I hope that you are getting for part B same answers as from the book. Alright, moving on to the next one. It's question number 3. Alright, the question says the vector OA has magnitude of 25 units. So let me write down the data here. OA and the magnitude is 25 units and is parallel to the vector minus 3I plus 4J. I hope that all of you remember the concept of parallel vectors. Similarly, the vector OB has a magnitude of 26 units and is parallel to the vector 12I plus 5J. Find OA. Alright, for the first part we need to find OA here. Now, why the magnitude and the parallel vector given? If you observe that we don't have the vector OA, right? But we have the parallel vector. So how we are going to use that? So for your convenience, let's suppose that this vector we have it C. Let's suppose, right? So we are saying that A and C are parallel vectors. It is given in the question, it's parallel, and I suppose that this vector is C, right? So we are saying that A is equals to K times C. Since magnitude is given, so we are going to apply the condition of magnitude, right? The magnitude of C we can find out by applying the working formula, minus 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16 plus 9, 25, and do 25 is equals to 5. Alright, so we have the magnitude of C and we have the magnitude of A as well. So A is what? It's 25, C is 5, and we need to find out the value of K here. So K is equals to 25 upon 5, it leads to 5. Alright, for all those four parts the value of k will be constant because the magnitude and the vector is same. Alright class, we are going to apply the same approach for B, but before that we need to find the vector OA. And how you find that? Now A is equals to K times C. We are talking about vectors here because there is no sign of modulus, right? The vector A is unknown, the value of C is known, K is known, and vector C is minus 3I plus 4j. When you multiply, it's minus 15I plus 5 4s are 20j. That is your answer for A part. Alright, so make sure that you had clearly understand the concept of parallel vectors, which we had discussed in the last session. Now similar to part A, you need to attempt part B, and for part B you have a time of 4 minutes. First find out the vector B, value of K like I have done here, right? And then find the vector B, so start. Alright, so firstly let's suppose that OB is B and this vector here it's D. So I am saying that for part B, I am saying that B is equals to K times D. Since we are dealing with magnitude, I am going to apply the sign of modulus here, right? The magnitude of D we can find out easily. It's 12 square plus 5 square. 12 square is 144, 5 square is 25, leads to 169, that is equals to 30, right? The magnitude of B is given, that is 26, is equals to K is unknown and D is what? It's 30. So you got the value of K, that is equals to 2. Once you got the value of K, you need to assign the condition for vectors, which is B equals to K times D, right? The value of K is 2 and the value of vector D is 12I plus 5j. When you multiply, you will get 24I plus 10j. That is your vector OB here. Alright, so I hope that all of you got the answer. And after that you need to attempt part C and D, in which you need to find the vector C, which we had discussed previously, that how to find AB when you have the position vector of A and B, that is OA and AB. So we have the vector OA and that is equal to this one, that is your OA vector. We have the vector OB here. With the help of OA and OB, you need to find AB and then you need to find out the magnitude of AB. For these two parts, you have a time of 5 minutes, so start. Alright, if we talk about the vector AB, so AB is equals to OB minus OA. Alright, and what is your OB? OB is given, that is 24I plus 10j, which we will find out, minus OA is what? Minus 15I plus 20j. Simplified, 24I plus 15I plus 10j minus 20j. So 24 plus 15 leads to 29I plus minus will be minus 10j. So that is your vector AB. I hope that all of you getting the same answer. Alright, and once you had the vector AB, so it's very easy to find the magnitude of AB. This is equals to 39 square plus minus 10 square and under root of it. So 39 square is 1521 plus 10 square is 100 under 2. So when you add these two, it will be 16 to 1 and root of it is 40.26. That is the vector of magnitude of vector AB. Alright class, and for the homework part, You need to attend question number 2 part C from the same exercise which we are doing right now. Alright, and make sure that you have clearly understand the concept of magnitude and the parallel vectors. If the vectors are parallel, the condition is quite same that A is equals to K times B, right? Focus on the alphabet K because it is very important to find the correct value of K, and you will end up with the right solution. Alright class, I hope that it is quite enough for today class. Inshallah, in next class we are going to continue with the same exercise. Till then, take care.